Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 4 video. In this video, it's going to be a tips and tricks video where I'm going to analyze this nice gameplay I got here with the Hades LMG, and I got this like a couple nights ago. Basically, we're going to analyze it and talk about specifically how to get big kill streaks and how I was able to use my kill streaks to put up a good amount of score and get a nice domination win in this game. Because, you know, the meta has been shifting, but the thing that remains the same in Black Ops 4 is that going for big kill streaks and using those big kill streaks, as long as they don't get shot down right away, is going to produce big damage and do great for you. So let's go for 1,500 likes. That would be absolutely amazing. I would very, very much appreciate if we could hit that, smack that like button, guys. I would appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and not already subscribed, and let's get right into it. So starting off with this Hades LMG, I know a lot of people are going to ask me about the class setup. Now with this gun, I'm sort of just messing around with different class setups, and I do think that the attachments on this gun aren't too good, but this gun is good as a base weapon, and that's why you can see the full class setup that I was rocking with in this gameplay here. I have two attachments. Of course, you don't have stock available for this one, but then you're able to stack up with the two first perks, which is actually fairly helpful, especially on a class like this, which is all about staying alive. So you can see here off the start, I get off to a very good streak right off the start of the match, which is a major key. In domination, where you have a longer game, you know, usually 8 to 13 minutes, you don't have to get it going right off the start, but of course, that is the best thing to do. In TDM or something where the games are shorter, you kind of have to get it going right off the start. So you can see here, when I am very close to my kill streaks, I'm playing it very safe, and I was in a bad position there because I couldn't watch every single way. So I back away and basically I bait that player in. I pre-fire him because I know he's going to push me because he had me weak. And then same with this player, I just back up once again, and it's all about the decision to heal versus shoot. Now back in the days, I used to always go with the decision to heal, but that would get me killed quite a bit, and sometimes going with the decision to shoot is better than the decision to heal, especially when you have to judge off your health. There I had like 80 health or something like that. You know, if I have like 110, 120, I'm not worried about healing. However, if I have 20 health or 10 health, or I'm going to die to one bullet, yeah, I'm going to be a little bit concerned. So they were able to max out on the full kill streaks, and that's very good to start the game. You can see once I get these full kill streaks in, we take over B, the enemies are pushed all the way back into C. I think we captured like half a C there, one of my teammates, because the enemies are pushed way back, and then once you get the kill streaks in, of course, all you have to do is push up with that. Another thing is, a lot of people ask why I don't run Scavenger. Now, it's pretty self-explanatory and easy because I run the Crash Specialist, so I can basically replenish with ammo packs and that extra heal, so I don't really have a need to run Scavenger, and that opens up the spot for Tac Mask and Flak Jacket. Right here, once again, I'm close to stacking up the streaks. So what I do is I make sure I call in that sniper's nest before I stack the streaks, hop on the flag, which flags in this game are super duper good for getting score because you don't have to stay on them for the whole time. Even that beginning flag at the start of the round, run through that, you know, stop on it for like a second or two. Same with the B flags or any flags in the game, and you get a bunch of points, and then there I'm able to stack my kill streaks and cycle them once again. Now, in this gameplay here, and I take a bad gunfight there, he just has a better, there's certain lines of sight that you'll know from playing the game. He has a better angle on me there, and I just sort of was too cocky to take that gunfight. It didn't really matter because I had already maxed out my streak, so it's sort of just going to restart my streak, which didn't really matter because I didn't have that many points towards it anyway. But basically, you can see, and I'm able to call in my stuff and let my kill streaks go ham because of that. We got the strike team going in, and then I have the two helicopters, which right here, the reason why is that strike team I think is a really good streak to run, but the two helicopters I rock, they do okay in this game. Honestly, they could have done better because I think there was some enemies that were shooting them down. And the thing is that sniper's nest, attack helicopter, very, very deadly combo, but you can't call them both in at once. So that can run into some problems where you might overlap your streaks if you're playing at, you know, a super duper fast pace. In this game, I didn't, but having that sniper's nest and having a helicopter, having one of the two up in the air for pretty much most of the game, if you're going off and stacking streaks, is huge because like right now I have my helicopter up, which is distracting them. The strike team's coming in on the ground. The helicopter is up on the air support, and then I also have myself and my teammates with gun-on-gun action on the actual ground, rushing into their spawns, and you can see it makes for an awesome combo. Now the thing is that I'm constantly spamming, and they do shoot down my attack helicopter, but I'm spamming to call in my sniper's nest, and I get that thing back in. And right here I'm in a position where I'm about 5 kills off of my next streaks, and I wasn't really sure where they were spawning. Now you'd think, okay, we have 2 flags, they have 1, they're going to spawn there. However, we had just pushed the spawn so hard that they had flipped for a second, and here they actually do flip back, and that's where I realized, okay, they might all be spawning here, so I'm going to back up a little bit, and luckily that was a smart decision, but unfortunately I didn't hear that guy sneak up on me with the knife. I think I don't know if I was playing music or talking to my friends while I was playing this game, I actually don't remember, but maybe he had dead silence on, I didn't hear him sneak up, and the footsteps in this game, you can hear them, especially with acoustic sensor, but I'm not rocking acoustic sensor. I used to rock that one like all the time when the game first came out. I'm actually rocking it so I'm able to get a little bit more streaks with the ComSec device, and to make the streaks a little bit cheaper and a little easier to get. So first round was 42-3, a pretty good first round, and going into the second round here, you see I run through that flag. That's 50 points right off the start. You pretty much want to do that off the start of every single match. You know, you don't usually have to cap the flag unless all your teammates are not capping it. If someone's there, you can just run through and get the points. And then I play this awesome flank route because off the spawn of a domination, your rush route that you saw at the start of that first round how I was able to get the kill streaks and go off to a good start. At the start of the second round, I do very well also. I'm able to get the flag points, 50, move up, approach B, because a lot of people are going to rush. You know, getting B early in a round is huge for domination, so I know that that's what the enemies are going to do. I play off this angle, and I'm able to get myself once again where we're about 235 off of the next streak. So my mindset at this point is simple. I don't want to fully camp, but I don't want to play too aggressive here, because if I die, that's just going to be a waste. Here I get a little too deep into the spawns, and I realize that, and I'm like, I need to get out of these spawns, so I immediately try to reverse up out of there. And this is an angle it's an okay point to play around this bridge, but the real problem is you get overrun and there's too many angles. So that's why I make the conscious decision to run away from that gunfight. I'm not running away from a one-on-one gunfight. I'm running away because there's about 5 enemies pushing there, and then I come back and, you know, do the jump around the corner, play it pretty aggro. Now at this point, I'm 10 points off of my next kill streak. At this point, this is where it comes down to: are you going to choke or are you not going to choke? And you pretty much just want to camp, because there's no reason not to camp. This guy I accidentally shoot, and I realize, okay, I'm in a tough spot, so I back off. And you can see here, I'm playing, this is not an angle that I usually play. This is a really bad angle. It's not a bad angle, but it's a really campy angle. And the reason why I play that is, of course, because I have the ability to get those streaks. And then once again, we're just so damn close to my next streak that this is a point where you always have to make sure these conversions count. And cycling through streaks is one thing, but when you're within 2 to 3 kills of getting the, you know, your first streak, or making sure you get that, not only that first streak, but getting that whole set is a major key. And you can see there was a tough gunfight. I'm able to win it, and now we have a full set of kill streaks. So I usually call in the strike teams right away. With strike teams, you can rally them, you can send them, which I'll do if they're on the complete other side of the map and the spawns are flipping, but most of the time I'll just let them go to work. This right here, if you play domination on militia, that is one of sort of the off spawns, where if you're pushing them out of like all the spawns, they'll start spawning over on this area, which is kind of like a, not really a dead area, but a slower zone of the map. And you can see here now I get the sniper's nest in, and then I also get the strike team in. Now, the question is, between the sniper's nest and the helicopter, which one of these two is better? Probably the helicopter, because it's just more points to get, so you think it would be able to do more. However, the sniper's nest is a lot more sort of silent. It doesn't make as much noise, and it's sort of just a boop when they snipe people out of the air. So if enemies don't really pay as much attention to it, and it's not shot down as much, maybe you could say the sniper's nest is better. Either way, I rock with both of them. Let's talk about kill streaks now. There's sort of 3 setups that I've been going with. I'm a big kill streak guy all the way. I think that getting the big kill streaks, like you see me doing this gameplay here, and look, I'm close to getting more kill streaks. I'm just trying to stack them and call in everything, and I think that getting big kill streaks is the key to getting big wins, big score lines, and you know, high KD and stuff like that. But the thing with that is I run 3 different combos of streaks right now, and you know, my original one that I would rock with all the time was the Thresher, which is sort of like a bombing run, the attack helicopter, and then the strike team. I thought that one was really good, but the Thresher is sort of hit or miss. Sometimes it will go off. On Nuketown, I find that it does really good, or on smaller maps, and sometimes it'll get you literally like 0 or 1 or 2 kills. And then the other combo I would run with would be the one I'm using in this gameplay, which is the double heli one, which is great for, you want to use this combo on like wide open maps. Militia, there's a couple big buildings, but there's not too much areas to hide, especially around the spawns where you want to get your enemy spawn trapped and stuff like that. So the double helicopter into the strike team, or the third option, which is very, very good for like a smaller map, like Summit or something like that, Nuketown, maybe Slums, would be the drone squad, and then into the attack helicopter into the strike team, because the drone squad, you know, flies around with you. It gets pretty aggressive, and it can be shot down by the enemy players pretty easily, but usually you'll get a couple nice kills before that, and it's somebody that's sort of on the ground in combat with you, kind of like the strike team. I mean, it's floating up, you know, 6 feet in the air or whatever, but it's kind of like the strike team, but you know, a weaker version of that. And you just have one thing which can kind of watch your back, and the drone squad is helpful to converting on those other streaks, but at the same time it makes a lot of noise and could sort of give away your position. But those are some of the big kill streak combos that I like to run. Once again, if you can't get these big kill streaks, you know, you have to evaluate yourself as a player. If you're someone that doesn't, you know, you have a 0.5 KD, you shouldn't be running these 3 big kill streaks, and that's fine if you're a newer player to the game. You know, everyone's at different skill levels at different points in their Call of Duty career, if you want to call it that or whatever, but running kill streaks that are good for your level. And I run these kill streaks because you can see I got them a couple times in this game, and it ended up working out quite well. I think the final score of this gameplay was 79-8, 79-9, somewhere around there. It was around 80 to 8, somewhere in general. We'll see it in a second here. And that was because I didn't have an exceptional game. I didn't run into the spawns. I didn't go ham on a bunch of other players. And you can see that I died to the enemy's helicopter. I just played it pretty strategically, and I used my gun skill, and not even gun skill, but more about map awareness and my smarts in this game to play it smart. And that's something that I would never do when I was a younger player back on Black Ops 2. I'd say I know I had to convert on those streaks, but I just wouldn't take the time. I was too aggro, and I hated, you know, standing still. But it's worth it, and I think I've become a better player because of that. And I couldn't even, like, if I went back to BO2 with this mindset of doing anything to convert for the streaks, I really think that I would have excelled even more on that, because in that game the streaks were even more strong than this game, you know. So thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, 79 to 8, 6 objectives, 12k damage, and a nice, really good win there on a solid map. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new. See you guys next one, and I'm out. Peace.